Hey, my name's Maverick. I decided to start this YouTube channel because everything that's been going on in the media in regards to things like the Safe Schools campaign and marriage equality and all these things, they piss off so many of us. And what I realized is that groups that oppose our rights and oppose these things, and they're never going to stop. But what I realized I could do, what I could start, was share my story, share the things that I've gone through, and hopefully that'll help some people deal with this. All this discussion, all these things that are going on, what they can do is they can make us feel like our issues, our stories, our things that we've gone through, that they don't matter. What they do matter. They matter so much. Every little bit of pain, every story you go through, every time you're discriminated against, that you're bullied or you're hurt, it matters. And I want you to know that. So the best way that I can do that is share some of my stories, share the things that I've gone through, the pain that I've faced, the dark days I've had. But what I want to emphasize more than anything is that as much as there is so much dark in the world, there is always a lesson to learn. There is light ahead. There is so much in this world, and there's so much good. But we've got to share with each other. We've got to love on one another, and we've got to be there for one another. So this is chapter 1 in a series of videos that I want to make to hopefully connect with you guys and hopefully make a difference just to someone, just to anyone. Hopefully it'll help someone. So here goes. I guess the easiest place to start is my family. I grew up with a hugely religious family, and they've tried so hard to work with things, but it wasn't always as okay as it is now. As much as it's not great now, there's still a lot of holes in our relationship. Me growing up, I felt such a pressure to fit with that family mold, to fit with what my mom and dad wanted me to be, with what my friends at school thought I should be. And so I want you guys to know that I understand that. So, one of the first little stories that I wanted to tell you is that when I was about in year 7, I started to get to the stage, probably would have been earlier than that, probably would have been in year 5 or 6 when I had started to realise that I liked guys. I would have been about 11 or 12. I really quickly, early on, started to watch porn. I knew what I liked, I knew who I liked. But I kept it so close to my chest, and I couldn't deal with it. Because of the pressure from my family and from my school. I went to a Christian school, and I remember in year 7 I wanted so much to feel bigger. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to feel cooler, and so I'd always been someone as a younger kid that I'd been a bit nerdy, and I'd not been the coolest guy. And so what I did, I basically moved my pants down lower to look, cool, because that was what you did, and it, kept your uniform a bit more baggy and loose. And so I did that, and this kid at school, Phil, he totally didn't mean to, and I don't think this is what he meant to do. But he said to me, "Oh, finally your balls dropped, mate." The first thing that I did, it's such a stupid comment. It doesn't mean anything. Clearly we all go through puberty, but what it did for me is it made me start questioning. Because I like guys, am I masculine enough? Am I manly enough for society? And it was a really hard question I had to work through. Um, but the kids at school, they didn't stop. There was more and more of this kind of thing. There was a guy, Shay, who literally sent girls to ask if I would sleep with them. And when I would say no, they would ask me why. And they were like, I say, are you gay? And they would ask me again and again, are you gay? And I would say, no. I'm a Christian. I don't do that before marriage. Which is, what I wanted to believe. But fast forward to year 12, things at school got even harder. I didn't want to lie anymore. I didn't want to do the wrong thing. I didn't want to be that guy who wasn't genuine anymore. So I told my two best friends in year 12 that I thought I was bi, which was a little bit of a lie because I knew I was gay. I knew right then that I liked guys, and that as much as I could see the beauty in girls, it wasn't the same. It never could be the same. But I told these two guys, so I told Dave and Crystal, really great people, and they were so supportive. They were so good with it. Even David's Christian guy, really supportive, really good to me. But they were a little bit shocked because I was a school prefect, ran a lot of Christian groups at school, and because I was just trying so hard to fit in with my religion. I wanted so much to be a good Christian. But so they were a bit shocked. So they were chatting with each other, right? Because they wanted to kind of try and figure out what was going on and make sure I was right. So they were trying to do the right thing by me, but someone overheard them. And like rumors do, it went around the school so fast, within 24 hours, and I'm sure my little sister heard all sorts of things. She was going to the same school. Never even asked her. But I remember about 24 hours after I told them that I'd been at home doing some assignments, and it was on Facebook, and I got all sorts of messages saying, I know your secret. I'm going to kill you, you fag. I'm going to beat you up. This is why we need safe schools, firstly. No kid should ever feel like that. I'm not saying that every Christian has to believe anything we want them to, but they have to have respect for us and not think that it's okay to try and change us or to be violent to us or threaten us because of who we are. That is what needs to be taught in schools. That is why these programs need to be funded by the government. But it's not a central message I'm not trying to do here. I'm not trying to be political. But what happened next is that I remember that I had called my friend Crystal. I yelled at her going, you must have told someone. Shouldn't have blamed her. She never would. But then I called my mate who I've been to this musical with and told him, if this all comes to shit with my parents, do I have somewhere to stay? Can I stay with you? Would your mum be okay with that? And he worked it out with that. So that if things go wrong, that he works something out. And so probably would have been about, I think it would have been about 2 days later of that. It wasn't long. my parents called me in a kind of a study area, in our back room, and no one else was in the house. My little sister was in her room. My older sister was in the room outside, and my brother was out. I think my little sister could have even been out, but there was no one else but my parents, and I knew this was it. I knew they know. What are they going to do? What are they going to say? And a million things running through my head. And I remember Dad in this like accusing tone, in a really, really loud voice. Why would the school be telling us that there's, the people saying that you're bisexual? And before I could even stop myself, like word vomit, like right out. All I can say is because it's true. I don't even remember what happened after that, but I remember it wasn't good, and there was all conflict, all yelling. I just didn't feel safe. I didn't feel okay. I didn't feel loved. I didn't feel respected. I didn't feel like I understood. And I had to get out. I couldn't be around it. I couldn't. So I called my mate, and I left. And the first response of my dad when I walked into the house and said I was going to stay with a friend. I'm leaving. He said, so I should pull you out of school. I wasn't know, are you okay? We love you or anything like that. The whole time Mum just being silent, she didn't say a thing. I wondered if she was scared of him, or she was scared to say something. Or was she just too weak to stand up for me? Didn't she love me enough to stand up for me? But what I really want to stress right now is that no one has the right to make you feel like you're not good enough, like you have to be like them. You should be proud of your diversity. You should be proud of who you are, whether it's that you're gay, you're bi, you're transitioning, you're transsexual, you're queer. You don't know, you're questioning it, you're wondering. Whoever it is that you are, be proud of your diversity, be proud of who you are. Don't let anyone else make you feel like you're not okay, like you have to be perfect suddenly. I just always wish I'd done some things differently that night. But I remember all I felt like was like they were accusing me, like they were telling me that I should be like them. I should be perfect like them. It made me feel like this was something wrong with me. Never let someone make you feel like that in regards to your sexuality, your gender identity, the thoughts in your head. But we all want approval. We all want to feel better. And I'm part of my story and the way that I want to tell this to you. I am singer-songwriter, musician. This first song is not one of my own. I want to communicate how I was feeling here to you by song. It's a cover of a song that is done by Flume. It features Kai, and it's called Never Be Like You. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just going to grab my guitar. this is one of those things that we have to communicate our stories to each other. We have to help those going through it right now realize that it's going to be okay. That they're feeling okay, and we need to validate each other by doing that. Because in these moments you don't feel valid, you don't feel okay. You feel like you can never be perfect, you can never be like them. That's what this is about, so I really hope you guys like this. What I would do is take away this fear below the allegiance to the plane. Now I find time and missing you, never been like you. I would give anything to change this fickle-minded heart that loves fake shiny things. Now I'm flat out and missing you, and never be like you. I'm only human, can't you see? Be I made a mistake, just me and my face. Tell me it's okay, 'cause I got it. Oh, never like you. I'm only human, can't you see? Baby, I made a mistake. Please just me and my face. Tell me it's okay, 'cause I got it. Hey, never like you. Why do I make you wanna stay? Can't sleep on my own, missing the way you taste. Now I'm fucked up and I'm missing you. Never be like you. Stop looking at me with those eyes like I could disappear. And you wanna care why I'm fucked up and missing you. Never like you. I'm really can't see, baby. Made a mistake, please just look me in my face. Tell me it's okay, 'cause I got it. Hey, never been like you. I really can't see, baby. I made a mistake, please just look me in my face. Tell me it's okay, 'cause I got it. Oh, and never been like you. I'm falling on my knees, forgive me, I'm a fucking fool. I'm begging, darling, please absolve me of my sins for you. I'm falling on my knees, forgive me, and please warn you. I'm begging, darling, please absolve me of my sins for you. I want you to get sick, baby. I made a mistake, please. Me and my face, tell me it's okay, yes I got it. Oh, never be like you. I'm only human, can't you see, baby? I made a mistake. Just look me in my face, tell me it's okay, 'cause I got it. I'll never be like you. Hey. So I want to stress to you that me trying to communicate that in that moment, all I felt is as if I was a mistake, as if I had done everything wrong, as if it was my fault. It's a really hard thing to feel. And it's not okay that you went through it. But I want to validate that you have been through it. There are so many of you that have been through it. And I want you to know that there's a light in front of the tunnel. I want to stress to you though that all of these things that make you bigger people, make you better, make you greater. And what we need to do as a society, what we need to do as a group of people is to stand up for one another. But also stand up for each other with love in a way that communicates that we're not going to disintegrate to the level of people that be violent towards us, that's going to hurt us, they're going to try and take away our rights. We need to be a better class of people than them. I'm not disintegrate at that level. Stand up to society. Fight for each other, for one another, protect one another. Celebrate one another. Love you.